This morning I would like to introduce you to Mary Richard. Mary is going to take you on a tour of all that the library has for our residents and our employees. Mary?
Thank you, Brenda. I'd like to start with the fact that the library, the Shell Point Library, has been in existence for 48 years. So we have a long history of providing good service to our fellow residents and employees, and we aim to continue to do that. We have over 8,000 items in the library, which are constantly being renewed as things change. So we're try to keep very up to date with what's current. But we have a lot of old things in the library that you may not be so much aware of. We have a classics section, which, do you remember studying Homer's Odyssey back in high school? And we have The Great Gatsby, some of these great old ones. You may want to read them again. They certainly were valuable then, and they may be valuable and important to you now. We have a lot of large print books. In fact, we have more shelves of large print than anything else in the library, but that contains mysteries and fiction and biographies and a little bit of everything in large print. We also, for people, we have audiobooks, and I think particularly people who do knitting or crocheting at home, and there's a lady I know who trims stamps and listens to audiobooks, and these are nice for travel too, so we have audiobooks available. We also have classical music. We have CDs, which range from Mozart to Glenn Miller and everything in between. I think a lot of people don't know about our children's section. When your grandkids come and you want to entertain them, something that they can do, we have a whole area in the back of children's books. The other section that we have is reference books. Over on the table here is an example of all the newspapers that we have. We have 4 newspapers: USA Today, News Press, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and we have the other investment publications, IBD and Barron's. Besides the Island Library, there is a genealogy library over at the Woodlands, and the 3 assisted living communities have libraries there too. So wherever you go at Shell Point, you have access to wonderful reading material. Our staff of nearly 60 volunteers devote lots of hours every week, every year, to maintaining the quality of the library, investigating what new publications are out there, making the purchase requests, working in the back room to put the labels on the books for filing on the shelves, and then the workers that work at the front desk. We are open 7 days a week. The Shell Point Library is solely funded by you residents. We need your support. We want to keep the shelves full. So you will be getting in the internal mail a flyer that will have an envelope attached to you regarding the fund drive, and we ask that you be generous. You can put your check in the internal mail. It's a tax-deductible contribution, and you will receive a receipt noting that fact. So we thank you for your use of the library, your participation, your generosity in the past, and we're happy to be here for you, and we thank you again for all the help that you give to the Shell Point Library.